Hello guys, welcome back to another video. The game animation sample project has just been updated for Unreal Engine 5.7 and there are a ton of new features and content added, such as the new sliding ability, over 400 plus brand new animations added, and the project has also been updated to the brand new mover plugin, which features built-in network prediction and is set to replace the old character movement component, but we'll talk more about that later on in the video. And if you guys are new here to the channel, my name is Smart Poly. I make all sorts of Unreal Engine news and content, and if you are interested in learning Unreal Engine for game development, I have some exciting news. My Unreal Engine 5 multiplayer survival game course bundle now has a 25% off limited time sale. To commemorate the launch of Unreal Engine 5.7, we're having a special 25% off discount, so use code UNREAL57 at checkout when you purchase the survival game course bundle. Get access to over 100 hours of learning content between both courses included in the single bundle, and kickstart your game development journey today. So check it out, link in the description below, or head over to my website smartpoly.teachable.com to learn more. And with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Okay, so here we are inside of the game animation sample project, and right now we're actually using the old character. So this is, I guess, the older character, which is going to be replaced by the new mover character. So if we stand over the game animation widget, it's going to pop this window open, and we're going to switch over to this brand new character, which is using the new experimental mover component, which supports things like rollback networking using the network prediction plugin and also the chaos network physics. So here is the new character that we're using. And one thing you'll notice is if we actually press C while sprinting, we can actually slide around the map. And they added this new part of the obstacle course with this little slide. So let's go over to the slope and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So you press C and you can kind of slide down. Kind of reminds you of like Call of Duty sliding. So you just slide randomly while, sprinting. But yeah, you guys get the idea. So this is using that new mover plugin, which is set to replace the character movement component. The problem with the old character movement component was the fact that it didn't come with any built-in network prediction. So if you tried to add things like sprinting, it wouldn't be network predicted. You'd have things like rubber banding or desync. And yeah, look, you can see that they've added actually some new animations. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that. Let's go over to some of the other obstacle courses here. So yeah, the networking issues, the no network prediction from the character movement component, the older one, is going to be all solved with this new experimental mover plugin. So there's another level in here that we want to check out, which is this new NPC level. So if we go ahead and teleport to that, this is a brand new project in the game animation sample project, which showcases some of the state trees and smart objects with some NPCs here. So essentially these NPCs are using the state tree plugin for the AI and the smart objects. So these smart objects are sort of like these interactable objects. In this case, these are the benches. And so these AI will go and walk up to a bench and they will interact with the bench by playing this sit down animation. They'll sit down on the bench. You can see some, I guess this one here is a little buggy, but supposedly they're supposed to sit on the bench, interact, and walk around, and maybe shuffle around, and choose a different location to sit down. So as you can see, this is the blueprint, the smart bench. So you can see the different slots that the NPCs sit at. You can also see the blueprint for these NPCs, the character movement component. So you guys can open up the blueprints and check and see how they've set up these smart objects and the state trees. What's also neat is they include another level for the locomotor. This is a new plugin, I believe, that came out in 5.6. So this locomotor plugin allows you to have sort of like this character movement, procedural character movement. So if you have a creature that has, legs, a quadruped, maybe you can also use this for, a biped, sort of humanoid character. You can have sort of like this procedural, I want to say like crab-based movement where, the legs walk on any sort of terrain. It's too bad they didn't have, different type of terrain you could walk over. So let's actually check this out in the other level. Let's just go ahead and switch out the game mode. So let's go ahead and hit play here. So yeah, let's go run over here. And yeah, you should be able to see sort of like the IK on the landscape here. I'm not sure if they actually set this up completely. So yeah, you can see the feet are kind of placed on the landscape. They might have not set up IK actually, so that's probably why they didn't include that in the level. But yeah, as you can see, basically it's supposed to be like some sort of procedural movement for the creature's legs here. Doesn't look like it has like the collisions, although set up all the way. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool plugin. So if you actually check the README here, it'll show all the different updates. So here are the updates in 5.7. So again, they added the new experimental mover pawn, which is using the new mover components and leverages some brand new smooth movement modes to achieve a balance between natural human locomotion, responsiveness, and quality. They have added obviously the new sliding mode. We already talked about that. They've added the new NPC level with the bench interactions to show how smart objects work inside of Unreal Engine. And this is just the beginning of NPCs in Gasp, so stay tuned. So it looks like they might be adding some more NPCs later on in later versions. We've added also a new locomotor level, which showcases a walking tank animated 100% procedurally in control rig. So we also checked that one out. They added a new control rig version of the foot placement used in the mover pawn. This is part of an ongoing effort to improve control rig tooling, so you can expect improvements in this area in the future. They've also added over 500 plus new animation files, completely new relaxed locomotion, which takes advantage of these new smooth movement modes to provide better starting point for locomotion across broader ranges of game genres. These set include new spin transitions to allow for seamless rotation transitions between different rotation modes and offsets, jump and traversal motions to match the new relaxed set, slide motions and transitions in and out of the slide with two different types of posing, knees down and legs out. And then they added smart object interaction motions with example data for sitting on a bench. So those are some of the different animations that they've added. As for tech, they've, I guess, set the trajectory recording tool. It's now public for all licenses in 5.7. The new motion warp setup that handles translation rotation separately. State tree setup for the AI-driven character, and state tree for smart object interaction added. Again, that's for the NPC level that we saw earlier. And then as for levels, they added that NPC level, the locomotor level, and the new slide geometry for the main level. Apparently they added a new target dummy section to the main level. So let's go ahead to showcase the mover rotation control. So I believe that is actually over here. So over here, if we turn our character's body, it follows the camera. But if we go into this target, you can see that the target is highlighted. And if we try to rotate our character in any other position, the character is always going to be focused on the target. So sort of like, kind of reminds me of like tab targeting system, like an MMO. But in this case, I guess the camera isn't really restricted or locked in on the target, on our character. But as you can see, the character is sort of always rotating and facing the target. So if I move out of that range, we have control over, where our character rotates. But if we go into this target, you see that it sort of locks in on this target dummy. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting little feature there. So yeah, those are pretty much all the new updates in the game animation sample project in 5.7. Now they're hinting at updating the project even further in later versions, so it'd be interesting to see all those brand new updates. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments down below. Are you interested in some of the things that we saw with the state tree interactions, the smart objects, or maybe you're more interested in the new transition over to the mover experimental plugin? Let me know down in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.